Hello first responders, it's Johanna with Holiday Planet with your next announcement getting us ready to cruise to Iceland in July. Today we're going to talk about onboard credit, alcohol policy, and beverage packages, which means we get to play a good old-fashioned game of cruise ship math, where 3 equals 1, probably the only place outside the Holy Trinity where 3 can equal 1, and I'm going to show you how today using a little bit of cruise ship math. But first, let's talk about your onboard credits. The main one is your first responder onboard credit, and Princess has automatically applied $75 per cabin for the whole group. It might even show up as $37.50 for one person and $37.50 for another person, because that's just the way that they do it. What that is, totaling $75, is your first responder onboard credit. If you have 2 first responders in your room, please send us your first responder ID and we will manually apply the second $75 onboard credit. I can tell you now that some acceptable forms of first responder ID would be a picture of your work ID, a picture of a retirement letter or a retirement badge. Usually those suffice. A check stub could work, but I seriously doubt you would want to send me that. So I think that a picture of an ID card, even a retired ID card, would be just fine. And you can send that over, but you only need to send it if you have 2 first responders in your cabin. And we will manually add that second credit for you. You also may already have your military onboard credit. If so, thank you for your service. If you do not have it yet, the link to verify through Share ID is in the email that goes out with this video. And you also may qualify for a shareholder onboard credit if you own 100 or more shares of CCL, which is Carnival Corp stock. And the link to verify that through Stock Perks is also in the email that goes out with this video. For Princess's alcohol policy, they do allow 2 bottles of wine per stateroom, standard size. And yes, it can be wine or sparkling wine, but not hard liquor. You will not be allowed to bring any hard liquor on the ship with you. If you do get found with it, they will confiscate it and they will scan your bags. They will put your bags through scanners, so it will be found. I recommend if you want to bring some alcohol with you, 2 bottles of wine is it, or maybe a nice champagne. If you're celebrating, bringing a nice bottle of Veuve Clicquot could be a great way to celebrate, because that would be very expensive on board the ship. But to just bring kind of your standard bottle of wine, you might as well just drink what they have on board, especially if you have a beverage package with either your Plus package or your Premier package. Let's talk about how those work. First of all, you can drink up to 15 alcoholic beverages per person per day. It has been explained recently that they are starting to consider your specialty coffees within that number. They didn't used to, so we'll just see how it goes on the ship. I have heard that some ships are counting the specialty coffees toward your 15 drinks, but this is where the cruise ship math comes in, and we're going to be a little creative to show you how to get a little more out of your package. But in general, that includes glasses of wine, beers, cocktails, mocktails too, non-alcoholic options would all be included in that beverage package, including all those specialty coffees. If you have the Plus package, it includes your glasses of wine and cocktails up to $15. And if you go over that, if say, for example, you're down at the Vines wine bar, which that is where they'll have the nicest wine, by the way, and you see a glass you like for $18, just get it. All they're gonna do is charge you the difference, the $3 that you went over your limit of $15 per drink, and that is with the Plus package. If you have the Premier package, the drink value goes up to $20. So now you can have nicer wines, nicer scotch, for example. I do think they have one single malt that fits under that $20 price point, but if you want a nicer glass of whiskey, for example, all they're going to charge you is the difference, that it goes above $20. So let's talk a little bit about what's not included. Bottles of wine are not included with the beverage package, but I believe you get a discount on bottles of wine. Room service drinks are not included with the beverage package, and you have to be careful if you're using your medallion program through your phone to order a drink to your location. You can do that. Those drinks are included with the beverage package, but not to your room. If you order it to your room, it becomes a room service drink and it's no longer on the beverage package. In my experience, we have had that happen to some people in our group before, and sometimes other people have told me, no, I did it, it worked for me. Okay, but I'm just telling you, in my experience, a couple times people did not get the drink for free because it was brought to the room. Also, buckets of beer do not work. In general, you can just order drinks with your drink package 2 at a time, and then with the maximum of 15 alcoholic drinks per person per day. Except that there are some drinks that Princess makes that are only counted as 1 drink that have quite a lot of alcohol in it. Think like a Long Island iced tea, right? That has a lot of different shots in it. Another good one is, say, a Cadillac margarita. That has multiple different shots in it. But there are a couple of specific drinks that have become popular with our group because they kind of are like a good little workaround. For example, if you like a vodka soda, you can order a drink that's called a 007. It is 2 shots of vodka with 7-Up. But it only counts as 1 drink. So you order your 007 with tonic instead of 7-Up, and now you just got a double vodka tonic, but it only counted as 1 drink. If you order a double vodka tonic, it counts as 2 of your drinks towards your 15. All right, see that? See how 2 equals 1? Okay, here's another good one. There is a Manhattan. You can order a Crown Manhattan, hold the everything, hold the cherries and the whatever else they put in a Crown Manhattan, and guess what it ends up being? It ends up being 2 shots of Crown, but it only counts as 1 drink because a Crown Manhattan they can put in the computer as 1 drink. One of the favorite ones in our group is called a 3 Wise Men, which has 3 shots of whiskey with a little bit of, like a touch of ginger ale. I don't even know how they make it on Princess. It's like their special recipe, but I want to say it's Johnny Walker, Jim Beam, and Jack Daniels, and somehow they all blend together and taste delicious. And those, if you got 3 shots of whiskey, it would count as 3 drinks. But if you order a 3 Wise Men, it counts as 1 drink. There you go, 3 equals 1 with cruise ship math. So you can make a lot more out of that beverage package if you want to. And if you talk to your bartenders and, make some friends, you can ask them if there's other creative ways to order other things that you might be thinking of so that it doesn't count as so many drinks towards your drink package. Remember that for all of those drink package drinks, you have already paid the gratuities on those because gratuity is included. So you would only need to tip your bartenders at the end of the cruise for the ones who really made your cruise extra special, such as sharing extra little hints like that on how to get more of your beverage package. If you have any other questions about alcohol or drink packages, comment down below, and I'm happy to get you some answers. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye.